Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here. Today we are going to be looking at my Wreck-It Ralph CMF series, which includes characters from both of the films, including the one that is releasing today. Let me start things off by saying that I have never been in such a sugar rush for a series before. This week has just been super busy, and I also thought that the movie was coming out Friday, but then because of Thanksgiving, it got pushed up. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I haven't seen the movie yet, so if you're watching the video and you have seen it, and you realize that I'm missing someone, I apologize, but if you haven't seen the film, don't worry about it because there won't be any spoilers in this video, because a lot of it is only based off of posters, and trailers and clips and things are online already. Anyways, stick around to the end to hear a bit more about my choices of characters. So without further ado, let's start things off with the first character in the series, which is of course the famous blue hedgehog himself, Sonic. I'm just kidding. All the characters in the series are Disney characters and aren't from outside properties. So don't expect inclusions like Zangief, or anyone like that. Actually starting things off this time is the most dastardly villain who wants to wreck it. It is, of course, Wreck-It Ralph. He uses the Mr. Incredible's body elements, and he uses a new hairpiece. You'll notice that with a lot of these characters, they don't have accessories, which is because there is a lot of new pieces, and the first Disney series had many characters without accessories. But moving on to the next character, it is Vanellope Von Schweetz, one of the most recent Disney Princess editions. She comes with a brand new hairpiece with Twizzlers tying it up, and some sprinkles and candy in her hair. Height was something I really struggled with in the series, but I'm happy with the choices that I made, which is why she has short legs here. The next character is Fex-It Felix Jr. himself. He comes with a brand new hammer element similar to the regular one, but with a more accurate design. He uses mid-legs because he isn't as tall as everyone else, but he is taller than Vanellope and a couple of the other characters, so I thought that this worked out well. He has a regular baseball cap in blue with some printing on it. It's Make Your Mama's Proud time, which means of course that Calhoun is next up. She uses the same hairpiece as Lloyd, and instead of giving her a new gun or blaster design, I gave her the newer gun element. I noticed that there isn't a lot of toys with her included, and I figured that maybe it's because of the game that she's from, but regardless, I decided to include her here because she is a main character.
Citizens of Sugar Rush, all hail your rightful ruler, King Candy.
I of course had to have him in here, so have some King Candy! He comes with a new head and crown piece, and he uses mid-legs. As you saw before, Sour Bill is included with him, and he's reusing the Bomb-Omb piece from Just Too Good and Nice Super Mario series. This next character is really important, and without whom there wouldn't be any other characters. It is of course Mr. Litwak. He uses Gordon's hairpiece in dark tan, and his accessory is a 2x3 tile in orange with the out of service page that he sticks on the machines that are broken printed on top. The last character from the first film is Taffyta Muttonfudge. Say that 10 times fast. She has a new helmet piece and comes with a new lollipop accessory. She also uses a small skirt piece that we've seen in a couple of our other series. She of course uses the mini legs because she's the same height as Vanellope. Now, getting into the Ralph Breaks the Internet characters. The first one I think I'll start off with is Knowsmore, who is Alan Tudyk's character in this film. If you didn't know, he's been voicing a lot of characters in most of the recent Disney animated films. But anyways, he comes with a new torso and headpiece that is able to have a graduation cap with a stud in it attached at the top, as well as connect to short legs. He also uses the new arms that we've been seeing popping up in more and more sets. Yes is next, another character from the film. She has a new hairpiece. I thought about including Drift's hair, but I thought a new hairpiece would just be better since it is a new character. Another new character is Shank from one of the online racing games in the film. She uses the Popstars hairpiece in brown, and she has a cool belt print that is a Legoized skull. Fun Bun is next in the series, and I only thought of including them right towards the end of making the series. They come with a new head piece and printed napkin on their torso. Their accessory is 3 pancakes with some syrup printed on them, with a 1x1 flat tile representing butter. These last few characters all fall into the same sort of category, and that's because one of the greatest things about this movie, I think, is how it's crossing over with everyone. Marvel, Star Wars, and all the other Disney properties. In one of the trailers and clips, we get to see Vanellope meet all of the Disney princesses, and in one scene, they all have pajamas on rather than the regular dress attire. and the references are just incredible. So to kick things off, we've got Snow White. She has a new hairpiece, different than the one that her mini doll has, and her torso has a printed poison apple on it, which I'm not really sure why she would be wearing this shirt, but I love it anyways. And her accessory is the poison apple itself, which we see in an earlier trailer. Next is Tiana. When her design in the film was released, there was a lot of backlash, so I did my best to make it accurate to her appearance in the movie. She has a lighter skin tone, which is the same as the mini doll figure that will be coming out later this year, and the hairpiece that she uses is Dana's from the Ghostbusters HQ, and her accessory is the slushy drink, recolored to be a Disney Starbucks one. It took me a while to figure out what her shirt says, but it's NOLA. The next character is from the other studio. It's of course Merida. She's using her messy mini doll hairpiece, and her shirt has a printing of a bear on it with the word mum underneath. You'll notice that it's actually a Lego bear outlined on her shirt. Aurora is here as well. She uses a new hairpiece that has a hole in the top that is available for a crown. Anyways, her striped pajama shirt says Sleep Queen, and the queen is meant to look like the spinning wheel that she pricks her finger on. Her face print is actually of her sleeping. If I had more time and I was able to see what the can looked like that she was actually holding, I probably would have included that as her accessory. Mulan is also in the series using her mini doll hair. She has this really cool jacket with some golden dragons printed on the torso. I know that she's an official Disney princess, although I don't really understand it, but I feel like that's a discussion for another day. Elsa is front and center in the picture, so of course I had to include her. She reuses her hairpiece from Just Too Good and Nice Disney series, and her accessory is a sundae with the cupcake piece on top. Her shirt says Just Let It Go in all caps using the font Impact. The final character in the series, I of course would never shut her out. It's Anna. She has a new hairpiece similar to the one that Just Too Good and I used in his Disney series, but without the winter hat. She also comes with a new chip bag piece that I think that can be really helpful in future series. Like Tiana, her Lay's chip bag has the Disney Castle branding on it, and her t-shirt is of a sandwich that says finish each other's. Anyways, that is the whole series. It was so much fun to make. Disney characters is what got me into making these series, so being able to dedicate a whole series and video to 2 films was a lot of fun to do, and something I really miss doing. Now moving on to the characters excluded. I know that a lot of you guys are going to be like, where's Jasmine, Ariel, Cinderella, Pocahontas, Rapunzel, and Moana? Who she specifically says isn't a princess, but anyways, regardless, it's either one of 2 things. I couldn't make out what their outfit had, or we simply haven't gotten a glimpse of what their pajama outfits look like. Also, here's a bit of a defense if there's anyone out there upset that I'm including so many Disney princesses. In this Ralph Breaks the Internet poster, everyone is standing on the Wi-Fi symbol. Ralph and Vanellope are in the circle in the front, and in the first row behind them is all of the Disney princesses and other Disney characters included in the film. And then behind them is all the new and old characters from the other Wreck-It Ralph films. So to me, this justifies their inclusion. Also, there's a couple other variants that I had in mind for Vanellope and Ralph and a couple other characters, but we'll save that for another day. But what do you all think of this series? I really hope that you enjoyed this and that you go out and check out the new movie. I'll hopefully be seeing it today, depending on how long it takes to edit this video. But anyways, everyone, I hope that you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next video.